doing well. And now, if you don't mind, we're going to get to the news. According to the latest numbers, nearly 9 million people have already cast their ballot in the general election through early voting. That story again, nearly 9 million people are asking the candidates to please stop texting them. Former President Trump worked at a McDonald's this weekend in Pennsylvania, where he claimed Kamala Harris has allowed hundreds of thousands of Hamburglers to enter this country from Mexico. Worked. He worked at a McDonald's. Former President Trump spoke last week at the Al Smith Memorial Foundation dinner and sat next to New York Cardinal Timothy Dolan. I'm not sure what they talked about, but immediately afterwards, Dolan moved Trump to another parish. Remember? After a voter at a town hall event last week asked former President Trump if he truly believed immigrants are eating pets, Trump said, quote, "They're eating other things too that they're not supposed to be." Then again, he probably just means vegetables. During his first solo campaign event in support of former President Trump last week, Elon Musk urged the crowd to, quote, "pester their friends and family who are not yet registered to vote," adding, "I would if I had either of those." Coca-Cola has issued a recall for 13,000 cases of Minute Maid lemonade because they're mislabeled, specifically contains lemons. Disneyland has implemented price hikes on tickets to the park during peak times, such as when they're open. The Brazilian Supreme Court has lifted its ban on X after the social media platform blocked accounts accused of spreading misinformation. And now the only user left is a bot that posts a puppy every hour. After it was revealed that the upcoming season of Emily in Paris will be set in Rome, French President Emmanuel Macron said in a new interview that he will fight hard to bring the show back to France and added, quote, "Emily in Paris in Rome doesn't make any sense." Neither does Emily still being in love with emotionally distant Gabrielle when Marcello in Rome is ready to commit. Dude. And finally, a man in Canada recently set the Guinness World Record for most hot sauce eaten in 3 minutes. Of course, in Canada, this is hot sauce. And that was a monologue. We got a great show for you tonight. He's a Tony and Oscar-nominated actor, you know, from Schindler's List, Love Actually, and the Taken franchise. His latest, Absolution, is in theaters on November 1st. Liam Neeson is back on the show, everybody. She is a talented actress, comedian, best-selling author. Her new book, Lifeform, was published today. One of our favorite guests, my friend Jenny Slate, is back on the show. And he is a best-selling National Book Award-winning author whose latest novel, America Fantastica, is out in paperback now. Tim O'Brien will also be here, one of the greats. Also, family trips. My brother and I talked to John Stamos this week. He's a fantastic interview. Do give it a listen. Moving on. Here at Late Night every night, I deliver a monologue made up of jokes written by a diverse team of writers that, due to me being a straight white male, would be difficult for me to deliver, but we don't think that should stop you from enjoying them. So we'd like to share them with you now in a segment called Jokes Seth Can't Tell. These are two of our writers, Amber and Jenny.
I'm black.
And I'm gay.
And we're both women.
And I'm not. So here's how it works. I'll read the setups to these jokes, and Amber and Jenny will read the punchlines. Here we go. A woman in Portland recently launched a social club for lesbians.
A social club for lesbians, or as it's more commonly known, the WNBA.
A group of black women in London is lobbying for emojis that normalize black women's hairstyles.
And a larger eggplant emoji to normalize black men.
A popular lesbian bar in Denver closed recently called Blush and Blue.
Said lesbians, what's blush?
Now, Jenny, you can't make that joke. You put blush on.
No, I didn't. A lady in the makeup department did, and I fought her every step of the way.
Pictures resurfaced recently of a Republican congressman in blackface.
Unfortunately, it's the best he's ever looked.
Amber, how many Republican congressmen have been caught wearing blackface?
Oh, well, let's see here. It's, oh, all of them.
Okay, cool. According to the website Mashable, the best dating app for lesbians is called Her.
As in, I've already dated her.
Jenny, is the lesbian dating pool really that small?
Yes, one of my exes is here tonight.
All right. Nike has officially revealed the Nike Air Max in Black Tiffany.
Black Tiffany is like white Tiffany, except it doesn't know the words to Wonderwall.
Amber, do you even know what Wonderwall is about?
Of course I do. It's about how white people want to build the wall, but they wonder if we can get Mexico to pay for it.
Okay. Actress Naomi Watts will publish a book next year about her experiences with menopause.
It's just like a regular book, but with no periods.
Atlanta Fashion Week was this month.
Atlanta Fashion Week is like New York Fashion Week, except the models have butts.
A popular queer blog recently posted instructions for giving the lesbian salute, which is done with 2 fingers to the forehead.
Thank God they posted that, because that is not where I've been putting the fingers.
California's largest black beer festival is set to take place next week.
A black beer is like a white beer, except it's Hennessy.
Hey, Seth, why don't you tell one?
Oh, I don't think I should.
No, just one.
I feel like if I do one, it won't end well.
Well, we swear.
Okay, thank you. I trust you both. I
let's
trust you
go
both. Okay. The African American Day Parade was recently held in New York City, or that might have just been the line outside Dallas Barbecue. You told me it would be okay. You lied to me. Where have you been putting the 2 fingers? Why won't you tell me? Nobody tells me anything. Black women and lesbians are liars. We'll be right back with Liam Neeson.